Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm just going to have a quick look at how perspective drawings work and then more or less what the steps are to get to your final product. So what you will be needing is your board's ruler, just a normal ruler. This is just to transfer information. If you're going to start measuring anything, then you know you are on the wrong track. Next, you'll need your 30-60 degree triangle. Okay, so to start, your first step will be to get your vanishing point. With perspective drawings, it's all about how to show how this object is vanishing into a certain direction. So in 2-point perspectives, you have two directions. First things first, let's quickly read through the instructions. I am using page 4-1. It's the first perspective drawing in my book. Okay, so the instructions or given information, it shows two views of a model and the necessary information needed to draw a 2-point perspective drawing that is given. So you have your picture plane, which is the PP or PV line. Then you have your horizontal line, your ground line, and then your station point, or as I usually say, a standing point, because this is where you are standing and you are looking at your object. So instructions: align the worksheet with the horizontal line or the picture plane. So align your worksheet on your board so that you know that it is straight. I usually look and check in this little spot here. Is it aligning? So is it straight, placed straight on my board? Another test that I do, I just check to see, is this more or less parallel with the board? So that if I take this drawing out and start a different drawing and I want to continue later, then I know that if I place it back straight, that everything will still work. Nothing will be skew. Okay, so next, determine and label the vanishing points. This is important because it always counts marks your vanishing point labels. Then show all constructions. Complete the 2-point perspective drawing showing all constructions and projections. No hidden details is required because there will already be so many lines. You don't need to confuse yourself with any more. Just show the main idea or the main object in a dark line. Everything else needs to be very light. So please do not draw unless a teacher or someone tells you to, but don't draw in pen as I'm going to be doing now, because this is just for educational purposes. Why I'm doing this is because it's easier to see when you work in color. If you get confused between all of your gray lines, it might be because you are not using a light enough construction line and a dark enough final line. Your lines are more or less the same color or shade of gray, and that is why I'm going to use color pens. If you are just practicing, I urge you to please try to do this in color, just so that you can more or less see what the steps are and which lines will work for what and which color helps you with what, so that you know, okay, for example, my light green will be my construction lines, and then my final sketch will be a dark blue. So this is just for me to understand. It's not for final exam purposes. Don't use pen in your exam. Okay, so to start, I usually start by just connecting this line where your SP connects to your sketch. This needs to be going down straight. Sometimes they don't always line up. I'm just going to draw in a straight line to the SP. So okay, wherever your sketch touches your picture plane, you will have a straight line 90 degrees going down. If there's another corner touching the picture plane at any space, you will need to draw a straight line going down. Okay, so to get your vanishing points, there is two, hence it being called two-point perspective. Okay, you have a right vanishing point and a left vanishing point. To get these vanishing points, you are going to need your 30-60 degree ruler, and as you can see, it is an old ruler. So to test what side of the ruler I need to use where, so I'm just going to push it to my sketch. I'm going to slide it on my board's ruler to make sure that it is straight. If it lines up, it means that this is the side that I need to use. If, for example, I used this side, you will see that it's not even lining up here. Then I know it's the wrong side. But if it lines up, then it's correct. So then I can just move this down to my SP. Where it crosses here in the middle, I'm gonna keep my ruler still and draw a line up all the way to the picture plane. Okay, where it crosses the picture plane here at the top, you need to draw a 90-degree line down to your horizontal line. Where it crosses your horizontal line, that is your left vanishing point. So you can label it as a LVP. This counts marks. So let me just demonstrate like that. Okay, we have one of the 2 points. So next, to find the edge that will work with the triangle. For the other side, okay, I'm seeing, testing, nothing's working. Oh, okay, here. So taking the ruler as it is here, down to where it crosses the SP, and pausing there, still in construction lines, taking it up to the picture plane. Where it crosses the picture plane, I'm going to draw a 90-degree line down. And there, where it crosses the horizontal line, is my RVP, meaning right vanishing point. Okay, now the mark. Next, I am asked to draw this image in a 3-dimensional manner where it shows how it's going to the vanishing point. This is the top view, so if you want to, you can label this top just until you know what you are doing. This is then front. Okay, so I'm going to take my front information to my SP, because this is where I am standing and looking at the object. So how do I take the information over? You just take your board's ruler, line it up with one of the edges, and I'm going to draw a line straight through, as well as the top edge, just up to this line. I'm going to call this the main line. Let me make this another color so that you don't get confused. Okay, going to make it light blue. So the light blue line is then my main line. Everything, or all of your information, will more or less be directed towards your main line, and then it will disappear to the vanishing points. All right, so I have 3 points. This is the bottom, which is equal to this bottom piece. This is then the height of the first step, and this is the highest point of the steps. Okay, so then I'm going to take my ruler And I'm going to transfer these 3 points towards my left vanishing point. So lining it up to where it crosses my horizontal line. I am just transferring this bottom point to the left vanishing point. I'm going to do the same with the second spot. And the third. Okay. Then I'm going to do the same for my right vanishing point. I'm going to take these 3 spots to where it is crossing my horizontal line. You will soon see that there's a lot of lines, so you'll need to work lightly so that you don't get confused. Later you will find your own way of doing this where you maybe won't need the lines anymore, but remember they ask you to show all of your constructions, so you still need to show what you are doing. Alright, so I have transferred my front view information over. I've taken it to the right vanishing point and left vanishing point. All that's left is to take my top view information down to my standing point or my station point. So how do I do this? Firstly, I'm just going to get a simple shape by taking this big square that is the outside frame of the top view, before I confuse myself with too much detail. So how do I do that? I'm going to line my ruler up with the 4 outside corners. This corner is already projected down to the SP, so I don't have to project that one down. So taking this first outside corner down to the SP, just until it crosses the picture plane. So as soon as it crosses the picture plane, you can take your board's ruler and draw a line straight down. Okay, so this corner that I have here is the same as this corner. This corner, let me label, this is number 1, this is number 2. Okay, so 1. This corner is the same as this one over here. Let's label it number 2. Okay, so this means that here I already have number 1. Now I'm looking for number 2. So number 2 is then located on this edge, and it will be on the same line as number 1. So where number 1's line crosses number 2's line, that is then where you have your corner. So if I follow this line up to where it crosses this line, I will find that number 2 is located over there. Okay, so I can then make this line dark, because it's going to be a final line. Okay, then to get the height, how high does this go up as well as here at the back? So it will be in line with the bottom corner, and if I follow this height line over to the SP, the main line, and then follow it to where it is projected to the left vanishing point, then I will know that this will be my edge. So following it to where it vanishes, and it will be in line with number 2, then this top edge of number 1 will also be in line with number 1. Okay, so then I can make this line also dark. Okay, next I am going to continue only on this side, and then I'll move on to the right side. First, the next thing that needs to happen is we need a top edge. But okay, how do I know how high this needs to go? I'm going to follow my height line all the way to my main line. Then I know that everything will be located on this height line going to the LVP. Okay, so this is the height. Next, I need to know how far in this needs to go. This I will get from the information of the top edge. So remember I said if you're going to start measuring, then you are on the wrong track. So no measuring, you're just going to take your ruler and I'm going to line it up with the first corner. So if I call this corner A, this will be the same as this corner, calling it A. Okay, so I'm looking for this corner to know how high it needs to go up. I know it's going to go up to there, but how far does it go in? I'm going to use the same process of where I line the corner up with the SP. Going to draw a line only up to where it crosses the picture plane. Then I'm going to use my board's ruler. Please always use this ruler because when I use this one, it might not be totally straight. From where I sit, it looks straight, but you don't always focus before you start to draw your line, and this will cost you marks maybe later. Okay, so straight down. This line then shows me that the top will be located on the height line where they cross, and then it will also, let me just show you again, okay, where A goes down and it crosses the height line. This is where you have your top edge. Then it will be in line with the bottom corner at A, which is also in line with this height. So I can just follow the line down until it crosses the middle circle. Okay, then I can make that corner dark. Okay, now how to know how far this edge goes in before it goes down again. I'm going to take the same step of projecting this corner. Let's call this B, which is the same as this corner. And this corner, let's also call it B. Okay, projecting this corner to the SP, then straight down. Where it crosses, I'm going to use my board's ruler and project it straight down. Okay, so then the same steps is going to follow. I'm going to look at the height line where it goes to the LVP and crosses my B line. That's going to be my height. Then how far does it go down? Following this height line to where it goes to the LVP, where it crosses my B line. That's where how far it's going down. Okay, then I can make this dark. Okay, I have my front view on its spot, moving towards the left vanishing point. Okay, how do I get the depth? The depth is going to be located on the right vanishing point. Same steps is going to be continuously used over and over, where I'm going to use my outside corner. Let's make this one corner 3 and corner 4. I'm going to take corner 4, which is located on the same spot as corner 1. Corner 4 I'm going to take to the SP until it crosses the picture plane. Then I'm gonna draw a line straight down. Okay, Okay, how deep does it go in? I'm basically going to draw line 1 to 4. 1 to 4 is located here at the bottom. So following this line, I have a number 1, following it and up to where it goes to the right vanishing point until it crosses with the number 4 line. Okay, this I can then draw in dark. Okay, so then I have this line. I am now going to look for this line. So this line is located in corner A, which is here. Okay, so this corner I'm going to take to the right vanishing point because I'm looking for some depth. So lining it up, right vanishing point, and drawing a line. Okay, now I know that this corner and this corner is at the same height, and I am looking for the depth. It goes in all the way, just like 1 to 4. So I can then draw this line in dark as well and connect it with the bottom edge. Okay, then how do I know where this line ends? I don't have anything at the bottom to tell me. What you can do is you can line up this corner, this number 4 corner, with your LVP and draw a line until it crosses your corner A. Let's call this CD. Okay, so this will be corner A, this is corner D. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. Or you can line your ruler up with corner D and the SP. Draw a line down until it crosses your picture plane. Then draw it down straight. And you will see that this line meets on line A to D, exactly where your line is touching the vanishing point line when I projected it. Okay, so I can then do the same step. Let me first draw this in dark. Okay, I can then do the same by projecting corner A here at the top and corner B to the right vanishing point. Okay, then I don't even need to measure how far this goes in because there's already a line indicating to me how high it needs to go up by following this D line. If you didn't draw the D line by following the first method that I used, all that you have to do is line your board's ruler up with the corner and draw a straight line up until it crosses your corner A line. I'm going to automatically draw this line in dark. Okay, as well as this line. Okay, almost done, only 2 lines left. Okay, I have the information of how wide this edge is, so I'm just going to transfer the information onto this side. There's again 2 steps. or two methods. I can either line my ruler up with the vanishing point and the corner that I wish to transfer the information from, and then draw a line to the edge until it crosses the line of corner B to C. Or I can take corner C to the SP until it crosses my picture plane. It looks like it lines up with this line that I have of corner A. Then I can either just follow the line down or draw another line, and you will see that it will meet up at the same spot. So both ways work. As soon as you get a little bit more confident with what you are doing, you will be able to do this automatically without needing to project all of your lines. So I'm just going to draw that in dark. Then the trick with EGD exams is usually that you need to work very fast. So how do you teach yourself to work very fast? There's no real method. You just have to practice and practice and practice. You will teach yourself tricks and tips on how to use your rulers, maybe working with your triangle the whole time, not needing to switch between the rulers. But the triangle is essentially just for the first step to get your vanishing points. Then sometimes you learn how to project things without needing to draw the whole line like I did here and here. I am just using or drawing a shorter line. This saved me a few seconds. But by continuously practicing, you will learn how to draw a little bit faster. Okay, I have this blank spot here. This is my last line. So how do I draw this in here? You can either project this line down to your project it to your SP where it crosses your picture plane. Draw a line straight down until it crosses this line going to your RVP. But you don't need to go through all of that trouble because it will be behind this little body of the T or block here at the top. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off with my blue because I already know where I'm going. I'm going to line my ruler up with the corner that I want to project to the RVP, and I'm only going to draw the line in up to the body part. Okay, then I'm done. So just to check that I've done everything that they want me to, I need to label my vanishing points, which I did. I'm showing my construction lines. I'm completing a 2-point perspective drawing showing all my constructions and projections and no hidden detail. For example, where this edge would be at the back is required, so I'm leaving it. You can then just write your name down and submit your drawing for markings. I hope I helped you with something today, and please keep on practicing. If you have any questions, please ask in the comment section. Have a nice day.